got out here pretty late because I spent most of the afternoon putting these new lights on. Get all that crap on the water. So I got up this morning and didn't hear any birds from camp, which is kind of weird. So I ended up sleeping in quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna try a new little cove here. It's actually not far from an area that I'm familiar with. Oh, I have one across the hollow just gobbled. I got a gobble, but he's across the hollow and he's on private. There he goes again. Now he's fired up. I'm gonna go a little farther down this ridge and get a better setup. He didn't answer me. He may be, I'm being hopeful, but he may be headed down the hill towards me. That bird came into where I was sitting when I first struck him, which is like 40 yards that way. He's right over the rise, I can hear. He didn't spook, I don't think he saw me, but he didn't see a hand, so I might try another setup on him. He just came over top of the ridge. We saw each other at the same time, but I don't think he really saw me good. He's just easing down that finger. I can't move here now. He's going down the finger there. Plan B failed, but I don't think he's spooked. I'm gonna look on the map again, see if there's a way I could move on him, but I may have to come back to this bird later. I'm trying another spot here that I know has birds. I've called them in here in the past. I have not killed one on this ridge yet. I had a Jake a couple weeks ago that I called in twice. Well, I'm trying another spot I haven't been to here in a couple years. Since the first year I hunted it, I came back here once. Heard the first gobble up in this cove where I'm going, where I caught that bird in yesterday. I haven't heard a gobble in like 10 minutes at least. Hopefully it wasn't the bird roosted right on the water and saw me coming, but you never know. And there's another one that's gobbled 2-3 times, even farther in. I'm not sure if he's on public or private, but I was having one fire up across the hollow where I called that bird from yesterday. But he's way farther off, I could barely hear it. I've got 2 on my right and 2 on my left. Both of them across the hollows and both of them on private. All 4 of them are on private. I'm gonna go head over to another ridge. It's kind of on the other side of where I heard those other 2 birds this morning. Oh, it's thick on this hillside. This is the tree. Down that way. Well, that didn't take long. We got one. Struck up here, over there, that way, sort of. Down that way. It's been over half an hour. That bird has not said another word. I'm on the boundary right here. I can't go any farther, but I get a good look into this field and I haven't seen anything. That bird's probably either farther down the field out of sight or he's off in a hollow. I don't know if y'all could see anything. That happened way too fast. The birds came in silent. Right down the field edge. It was a Jake and a Tom. And Tom gobbled once, and they were about 25 yards, and I had my sight on his neck. But he was also about 5 yards behind the tree with orange paint, so I didn't feel right about shooting him. I'm gonna let them get back down to wherever they were, because they turned around and went back the way they came. We'll let them get some distance, and I'm gonna creep out of here, and I can set up on them again. I just heard what I assume is the same bird just gobbled. They've moved on down a ways, or they're up over top of the next ridge. And going down this little hollow back up to the next ridge top, that's where I'm gonna set up. Oops. Walked up on 3 jakes. The bird that just gobbled is down to the right. That's 4. At least 4 jakes. I don't know, I can't count, but I just walked up on them. Need to let them get away before I try to move anywhere. Across the hollow, probably on the next ridge, is where a bird just gobbled. I don't know if it's the one I just called in or not, but it's a bird that gobbled. dead. There's the same Tom with the Jake. There goes the Jake. Setup number 2 worked. I can't believe how that worked out. Second setup, same bird with the Jake. Even right after I bumped these 4 Jakes off this ridge, they eased on down there, and he gobbled up on that ridge, and I called to him, and they came in silent, right back up to here. He was fixing to get out of there, and at one point him and the Jake crossed, and I couldn't shoot, so as soon as they split up, I shot him. He's got that little skinny beard I noticed in the field. I recognize the same bird. He's running with the Jake, little satellite bird. That's the kind of bird that wants to die. Now we'll get him out of here. Let's get him back down to the boat.